Hey everyone, how are you? This is Elyse-Anne and I'm here in Phuket finally. So it took me um, some obstacles, which is actually emotional obstacles, to get myself here. So it's actually not a far flight from Singapore, it's about an hour and 30 minutes. But the preparation to get here, oh my god, as a mother, I had so much of that mom's guilt. um, I just suddenly felt guilty about leaving my children, although this isn't the first time. So I'm finally here now. Do I regret? No, I don't. This is my situation now. This is the bed, and here you can see me there. And outside, that's the porch, and it's super amazing. And every time I travel, one of my children or all of them would get into some kind of like sickness. 2 days ago, my youngest had a fever, and last night my daughter was telling me, hey, mom, I'm not feeling well. Every time you travel, I'm not feeling well. I've got separation anxiety. So here's the thing, right? Whenever you are about to get out of your comfort zone and to actually experience a big breakthrough, then sort of like shit will hit the fan. There's always a breakdown before a breakthrough, you know what I mean? And the only reason why I am not showing you around is because I'm actually charging my phone, and so I'm going to show you more of my scene in the next couple of days. So welcome to all the new members. If you don't know who I am the founder and the host of this amazing thriving group where we are hosting more than 18,000 members from around the world. If you're watching the replay, do leave me a comment and let me know, and just stop by and say hi. I'm just relaxing right now, and I don't have any plans for today. I got in earlier one day, and tomorrow my client retreat starts officially. It's raining right now, and it's raining season. So I left Singapore, it was raining. I arrived in Phuket, it's raining, and it's just crazy. So going back to the breakthroughs, right, and the breakdowns, it's always a cycle. There's always a breakdown before a breakthrough, and if there's resistance, that means something really awesome is on the other side, and you have to break through to actually get there. And I tell you, every time I travel, I always get these feelings, regardless of how seasoned I am. So this is just how it works. The mind works the way it is, and I make it a point and an effort to travel every 90 days because we get into routine, we get into our daily sort of like habits, and then it's harder to get out of the sort of like the daily mundane stuff. So you must make it a point to travel, because when you travel, all your senses are heightened, and all the fears will be bringing up. Like I'm traveling alone right now, and it's just amazing how much fear is coming up. Like, oh my god, what if the taxi driver kidnaps me? What if this? What if that? There's just so many what ifs, even though I am not a amateur traveler. Do you know what I mean? I travel all around the world. Hey D, how are you? Long time no see. So and yeah, going back to the mom's guilt, right? And I think guilt is one of the most useless. I mean, not when I say useless, it's not helpful at all. It just makes us go into this downward spiral. And I was in a lot of mom's guilt before I left. Every time I leave, I have this mom's guilt. But when I arrive in the airport, something just activates something. There's this spark in me, just lights up, and the possibility when you travel, the person that you become. Because when you travel to a new place, you leave your baggages behind. You can actually create a person that you actually want to be. Excuse me. So therefore, traveling is essential. It brings up a lot of senses. It heightens a lot of, like your six senses are all utilized, right? And so when I got to the immigration, it was a long queue, and I actually stood there for 60 minutes, believe it or not. And I'm like, oh man, what am I excuse me, what am I gonna do? But I guess I'm on a quote unquote holiday right now. Well, not really, but my work starts tomorrow. But So I'm just going with the flow, and everything just went well. And even ordering the taxi, I didn't pre-order a taxi because I just wanted to experience how it feels like firsthand. So this is a new place. I haven't been here before. In fact, the last time I was in Phuket, it was like before the tsunami. And I remember when I was working for the airline still, I had to, pick the passengers up after the event. So it was quite traumatizing. So that was the last time I came to Phuket, and my God, it's like what, 12 years. So it's really amazing to be back, and the energy is really nice. And to be honest, I keep thinking I'm coming to Bali for some very strange reason, but I actually prefer Phuket to Bali. I feel so much safer here. When I was going to Bali, I was just really also afraid. I don't know, it's just crazy. So anyway, this is my situation. It's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna bring you to the bathroom. Look, this is like a big bathtub. Come on, I think I need goggles to be in there, and it's just amazing. Look, I mean, and the place that I booked is, tourists. There are very few tourists, so it's really nice. It's I think 20 minutes away from Patong Beach, and fortunately the sun is out. Apparently it's raining season right now, so I don't know, we'll just go with the flow. So I'm just here just to let you know I'm here in Phuket having my quarterly break. And if you cannot leave your country for whatever reason, like not enough money and all that kind of things, just excuses, then go for a staycation. Every 90 days, manifestation cycle is 90 days. So always set yourself a 90-day goals, because your mind can accept it, and and it's more believable and doable to achieve a 90-day goal versus just a astronomical crazy goal. Hey Fazil, how are you? I'm in Phuket right now, and so I actually love Phuket a lot right now. It's if Phuket and Bali, I would definitely choose Phuket anytime. Of course, the food is good, and I just looked at the menu. I'm totally going to order in and probably order a masu as well. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so what else do I want to say? I mean, I can't actually explain how happy I am right now. The mummy guilt is gone because my children are not answering the phone as well, so they're probably having a good time. So that's how the mind works. The mind keeps you playing small. The mind wants to keep you in your comfort zone so that you don't grow. So you have to observe your own cycle. You have to observe your own, sort of like your own tendency. Forget about what other people are doing. You have your own cycle. You have your own solar system within yourself. You have your own fears. So you must know yourself. And if this is your tendency to run away or walk away, then you have to buckle up and just move forward, because that feeling doesn't change. The situation might change, but the feeling won't change. And if you want success, whatever success means to you, then you actually have to go forward. So while on the aircraft, I was reading, and I want to just quickly talk about this thing which came to me, because I don't want to forget it. I'm probably going to have to do another video. But everybody wants freedom. I'm doing a lot of soul work right now. I'm going back into my, woo-woo stuff, and I'm actually, talking a lot to my soul, doing a lot of soul research. And the thing I'm going to be revealing more in the philosophy TV, but right now I just want to let you all know that there's no such thing as total freedom. There's no such thing as freedom living on earth. There is no such thing. Why? Because we all, in the Buddhist teaching, we need to get out of the karmic wheel. However, it is not so easy to get out the karmic wheel, because we have thoughts every day. It's just like, I think it was either some great person, Buddha or Jesus, who said, even if you undress a woman in your mind, you have sinned. So, even your thoughts would create those quote-unquote law of cause, and you will just go back into the law of cause and effect. So you will always be, balancing your own karma, so to speak. And we are living on earth, and earth has this law of polarity. right? There cannot be a left without a right and top without the bottom. So therefore, whatever you do, as Einstein say, has an equal, whatever you give out is an equal whatever that comes back to you, right? It's this thing, that this law of physics, the third law of physics, the motion. So going back to freedom, we all want the same thing: love, abundance, freedom. But there's no such thing as freedom, really total freedom here on earth. You know why? Because what does total freedom mean? Total freedom means no restrictions and no responsibilities. If you are living here now on earth in this physical form, not in this airy-fairy form, then there is no such thing as no restriction and there's no responsibility. Because regardless of who you are right now, whether you are a pauper, homeless, making $5,000 a month, a CEO of the company, a billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, regardless of your status, you have boundaries, you have restrictions, and you have responsibilities. So responsibilities such as bills, just because you become a millionaire doesn't mean that you have no responsibilities. If you want to scale your business, you will have responsibilities, right? If you get married, you have responsibilities. I have responsibility. I'm responsible towards my clients, towards my husband, and of course my 3 beautiful children. And I have a live-in helper, and I have to be responsible paying her every single month. So think about this. I want you to drop the idea of freedom, because total freedom means no responsibilities, no boundaries, and no restrictions. So what you are seeking is not possible. So when you drop that idea of what you are actually seeking and actually be still and enjoy the journey, then you would actually have a pleasant time here on earth. Because we are just having a physical experience here while we are here on earth. When we die, this physical body disintegrates. This physical body no longer carries on with us. However, our energy, our soul moves on and morph into something else. Do you understand? So this is a bit ooh, right? And I'm reading, and I really believe this is to be true, that earth would not self-destruct, because as far as what I've read, which I also believe, there are guides and there are angels watching planet Earth. And of course human beings are doing the crazy stuff and trying to kill each other, but the council, the guides, would never allow Earth to self-destruct, because when it destructs, when it destroys itself, self-destruct, it will cause a crazy disruption around the other planets, other solar system, and other dimension. So as human beings right now, there is a sense of urgency that it's quickening, that we work on ourselves. That's freedom, not this chasing monetary, I don't know what you are chasing. That's not, because money is not going to give you happiness. Self-satisfaction within yourself, and when you be still, that's when everything starts to make sense for you. When you are chasing success is something that will move, right? So instead of chasing success, I would invite you to chase the experience. And not even chase the experience, because chasing is like going after it, and it comes from like, I don't know, hustling, and I don't like that energy. But just deciding, desire, the desire to experience would be a better word for it. So I invite you to think about this, because a lot of souls are awakening at this period of time. And it's so funny, in Phuket, right? I'm in Phuket right now, and we all know the famous, oh my god, the wind is going crazy. Can you see the trees going? And in Phuket, thousands and thousands of souls were lost during the tsunami. I know it's a very sad time. I took the passengers back. However, on a soul level, they are contracted to come at that specific time and to clear the energy of the earth. So it's a great noble thing, that the souls have agreed to do. Oh my god, the wind is getting really strong. Can you see? I don't know if you can see, but I'm like, my husband is in Moscow right now, and I feel like I'm in the Red Square as well. It's like, seriously. Alright, so If you have any comments, I know this is really woo, but I think it's important to talk about the woo-woo stuff, because a lot of stuff the human beings, the human mind doesn't understand. We have to expand our mind to see what's possible out there, and then make a decision from that space, because we want to connect with our soul. If you have a lost soul, you are lost with the connection from and with the source, right? And so when your connection is lost from the source, then of course you are out of alignment, and that's when you're struggling. I mean, during this time you see more and more people asking this question: why am I here? What's my life purpose? Your life purpose is not just to build a sales funnel. Your life purpose is not to pay bills and die. That, my friends, you have to go deep within yourself and ask yourself what really lights you up. Connect with your soul. You have a purpose here. God didn't create rubbish. We're all here to experience something. And if you are just chasing the invisible, then you're totally missing out on life, because life is really, really fragile. You really, really don't know. All right. So that's so much what I have to say right now. I would be coming back with more nuggets. So stay tuned and have a good one. And if you're watching the replay or you have any comments, just leave me a comment, and I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye bye.